Police officers are stretched beyond belief, with officers of all ranks being worn down, the government were told today. Nick Smart, president of the Superintendents Association, highlighted to new Police Minister Sarah Jones that we are still operating in austerity. We are bottom of the pile when it comes to funding. We are 12,000 police officers short. This is not the service crying wolf, added Nick at the association's annual conference, as he told MPs. Fund us, support us, listen to us, look after us. He highlighted that 17,752 officers were signed off work over the past year due to stress, depression, anxiety, or post-traumatic stress disorder, and more needs to be done to protect them. Welfare budgets should be protected at all costs, said Nick. Keeping staff fit and healthy, physically and mentally, should be a moral obligation. The police covenant is a pale imitation of the military covenant. We can't stop the job our people are doing from being traumatic. They have willingly taken on a difficult, dangerous and risky role as a vocation to help other people. But we can build solid infrastructures to support them so that when it gets too much, which it undoubtedly will, we have their back. We know how to help them, and we can support them back to full health. As police budgets are squeezed, welfare is one of the first things to be reduced when it should be protected at all costs. We are stretched beyond belief. We are wearing officers down of all ranks. Nick added, we need a national conversation about responsibility. Police officers are not medical professionals. They are not social workers. Until this happens, we will continue to be society's sticking plaster. Policing continues to sit at the bottom of the pile when it comes to government funding, despite ongoing pressure to deliver widespread safety reform with fewer and fewer resources. It is the first duty of government to keep its citizens safe, yet we see little evidence of a commitment to doing this. Instead, ensuring public safety will be even more challenging as the population grows and demand on police rises, whilst funding does not keep pace. Police Minister Sarah Jones told the conference the government recognised that police officers make huge sacrifices. She added, we want to make sure that you have the support you need and the standards that people expect.
So, let me get this straight. We're told that the police are stretched beyond belief, 12,000 officers short, thousands more off sick with stress, depression or PTSD, and the government are apparently aware of this, yet somehow they still manage to free up time and resources to be able to go send the police to knock at your door at 3 o'clock in the morning over a offensive Facebook post. Strange, isn't it? You're too underfunded to keep communities safe, but perfectly resourced to police thoughts on the internet. Now, maybe I'm being cynical, but isn't it all starting to look like it's by design? Maybe this is why the police have been pushed into doing, let's say, some questionable things over the last 5 years. Dragging people out of protests, enforcing absurd lockdown rules, marching around like the Ministry of Truth's enforcers. Because once you turn a whole section of society against the police, who's really going to care when the police collapse? Who's going to rally behind an organisation that's already been painted as the enemy? Nick Smart says that this isn't crying wolf. He says the system is on its knees. The officers are being worn down, chewed up and spat out. And yet, the government shrugs. Promises are made, but the resources, well, they never come. Welfare budget slashed, mental health ignored, officers left of carrying the weight of being cops, social workers, counsellors, and punching bags for the public that's deliberately been wound up to resent them. So I ask, what is the end game here? Because if the first duty of government is to protect its citizens, its people, then they're failing in epic proportions. Unless, of course, safety was never actually the main concern. Maybe the priority was always control, and control requires fear, division, and mistrust. Especially mistrust of the very people that you expect to keep you safe. It's almost perfect, really. Wear the police down until they're hated, broken and demoralised. Then when they can't function, you swoop in with the solutions. More surveillance, more private security, more outsourced unaccountable enforcement. What could go wrong there? So don't get distracted with the sympathy at play here. Yes, officers are struggling, and that's real. But the bigger question is, why would the governments want to keep it this way? Because if you can afford 3 AM knock and chats over a Facebook post, you can afford to fund real policing. The truth? They don't want a respected, independent police force. They want one that's distrusted, desperate and dependent, much like us lot. And right now, that's exactly what I think they're building. But I might be wrong. So, as always, do let me know what you think in the comments. Look after yourselves, and I will speak to you all again soon. Bye for now.